Hey everybody, Danny here with Into Fly Fishing, and we are going to take a deep dive into the Denny Rickards Signature Series rod from Snowbee. This is a 9-foot 6-weight, perfect for still water, and I had a great chance to test it out, and I'm pumped to tell you guys my thoughts. So sit back and enjoy. So first things first, let's take a look at how this rod looks. Now, fly fishing companies are a bit limited in how they can create their rods to look. Usually they're either black or maybe a dark blue, but Snowbee's done a nice job with this diamond series, which the Denny Rickards signature rod is a part of. They have that traditional deep green look that the other Snowbee diamond rods have, but what's nice is that Denny Rickards and Snowbee teamed up and they added some nice gold accent to this rod, especially with his name right here along this lower portion of the rod. But you'll still keep that same dark green you'd find on the other Diamond Series rods from Snowbee, and the rod case as well, that deep green with the Denny Rickards name across and the Snowbee logo. And yeah, nice solid case. It's quite thin, which I like. A lot of rod tubes you get are way too big for the rod. You could fit 2 rods in there if you wanted to, but Snowbee did a nice job of just keeping it thin so it's easy to transport. And again, the appearance, the design along the reel seat is a nice feature, and the silver appearance to it. The logo's not on here too many times. You know what you're getting, obviously, but overall, really enjoy how this rod looks. So the Denny Rickards Signature Series rod is made up of the tri-modulus carbon technology that you would find on the other Diamond Series rods from Snowbee. So you can rest assured it has that same high quality, and this rod weighs 3.9 ounces. Now for a 6-weight rod, this feels great. Doesn't feel too heavy, but since it is a still water rod, you need it to have a bit of a backbone. You need it to have some meat to it. So at about 4 ounces, you walk up to the water confident that you have the power you need, but not worried that you're gonna leave the end of the day with a sore shoulder that you're not gonna be able to move the next day. So that 4-ounce weight is a nice weight to fish still water, but also have that finesse that you might need. And the reel seat here is anodized, so you don't have to worry about it either corroding with all the water going onto it or sand or anything getting in there. It's that nice solid material there. You also have extra large SIC lined stripping guides, which allow you to make an even better presentation. Again, you don't have to worry about line getting caught or feeling like it's hitching as it goes through the guides. Extra large guides, line's not going to get hung up. Everything on this rod is designed to perform in still water. Ponds, lakes, reservoirs, everything in between. It is made for the still water. It has that power that you need depending on the size of fish you hook into, but it still has that finesse that allows you to cast up into structure, into vegetation, and not feel like it gets away from you every time you cast. So it's made for the non-moving water, but still has that finesse and things you may find in a moving water rod. Now, companies can talk all they want about how well their rod is made. The materials are top of the line. The design is so specific that it's going to do all these extra special things. That doesn't matter if the rod just doesn't have a nice feel, a nice balance to it. An experienced angler can pick up a rod right away and know, okay, yeah, something feels off here. Oh wow, this feels really well balanced. And that's how I felt when I picked up this Denny Rickards Signature Series rod. Just really pleased with the balance of it. I attached a fairly heavy 6-weight reel to this rod, and I wanted to really test its beefiness, see how it held up with a bit heavier reel into some heavier winds, and just a great feel to it. It fits really nicely in my hand. Again, I have a bit smaller hand, so I can fit almost my entire hand stretched out on the cork, and nice comfort level to it. I didn't feel like my hands were slipping or getting overly sweaty or uncomfortable. And just holding it in my hand, it was just a nice balance. Just gave you that little extra bit of confidence that you knew you were working with something that had a lot of hours put into designing. Okay, so a rod can even feel great. The materials stack up, it feels great, got a good balance, but okay, how does it cast? Now, odds are if it's balanced well, it's gonna cast well, but not always the case. And when I started casting this, I took it up to the White Mountains in northern Arizona, and the lake's up there at about 9,000 feet, so you don't have a lot of trees around, pretty wide open, and there was 15-20 mile an hour winds blowing. And as I had my rig and I was walking down to the lake, I even had a couple guys say, like, good luck, knowing that using a fly rod in that wind probably wasn't going to be something that worked out too well. But I figured, hey, if this rod wants to earn its keep, then this would be the type of conditions it perform in, because odds are you're fishing a lake, and if you're out in the middle of the lake, or if you're trying to find a bay that's a bit more secluded, you're always going to be dealing with some sort of wind or breeze or something that's going to make it hard to cast a fly rod. And right from the get-go, the wind was kind of swirling. It wasn't right into me. It wasn't at my back cross or anything. It was kind of just switching and swirling with the front that was moving in. And I was really just shocked from the get-go of like what I could do with this rod. And I was making 40, 50-foot casts with the rod. And I'll tell you right now, the only limitations this rod has when it comes to casting is your own. I'm a adequate, good, proficient caster. I'm not gonna win any awards, but I've been doing this a long enough time that I am confident in my casting abilities. And I knew that this rod had even more in it than I could bring to the table. So if you are ultra confident in how you can cast, and if you're fishing that big water and you need to make a 60, 70-foot cast, you can do it. And I was making 40, 50-foot casts. I moved into a bay that had a lot less wind. It was a bit more covered. I was airing this thing out, and it moved like a dream. I had a size 0 fly on with dumbbell eyes, so it was a heavy fly. Wanted to see how it was gonna deal with that weight. No problem. Snowbee and Denny Rickards, they put time into this design, and I can't really say enough good things about how it feels. It's just a confidence booster. It's one of those rods that you pick up maybe after a long off season. Ice has just moved off the lake and you are wanting to cast, but obviously you have that rust. Everyone knows the feeling. And it's one of those rods you pick up 3-4 false casts, you'll get that timing down and you really start airing it out, and you'll feel like you're right back to where you were maybe as you finish the season. So the casting power, the casting finesse too was another part I was curious about. Okay, I can air this out and I can really launch it, but how is it going to lay my fly down? And fishing either crystal clear water, or if you're fishing a spawning fish, you know you don't want to be too interruptive, otherwise they're going to either spook or not hit. You can lay down your flies nicely. Even that size 0 fly with the dumbbell eyes, I was able to lay it down so it didn't smack the water, even though I wouldn't have minded if it did. But your line doesn't cast out the 40 feet, spook every fish in sight. It can lay it down nicely, just let your fly sink, and you can do your stripping, and it's not going to be too disruptive on the surface of the water. So on those really crystal clear waters, on those calm days when you know the fish are hungry but they're spooky, you can put on some delicate line and you'll be good to go. You can get that power but also lay it down nicely. That final little finishing flick there to get it to where you want it and how it lays down, it responds great to that. So I had no complaints at all with casting this. It didn't feel too bulky. Didn't feel like, oh, this has no backbone, I can't get to where I want to. It was that really nice balance of powerful yet precise. And that's not easy to do unless you're dealing with a guy that's had more than 40 years of experience fishing still water with fly rods, and a company that knows what they're doing with fly fishing equipment. And fly rods with specific designs for still water aren't very common. Most fly rods you get will be predominantly designed for moving water, rivers, streams, etc., but also can fish still water. This rod was designed specifically to fish still water, and you can tell, and it does the job extremely well. So if you're wondering, okay, I want this rod, I don't know if it's really all that it's cracked up to be, I fish primarily lakes, perfect option for you. Okay, how much is this going to cost you? So the Snowbee Denny Rickards signature rod is going to cost you $350. And I personally think that's a steal. I've tested out rods that are twice as much as that, and the 6 weight blows all of them out of the water, especially for the capabilities that it was designed to have. For that still water, for those big lakes, for the ponds, for the reservoirs, blows it out of the water. And I wouldn't even worry about using this rod if I fished a larger river out in the western United States. If I'm fishing the Yellowstone, I wouldn't hesitate to bring this rod out, knowing that I could still lay down my dry flies under those cut banks quite nicely. So yes, it's designed for still water, and if that is your primary focus, don't even think twice. Go ahead and purchase this rod. And I've tested other rods again, and I haven't felt that confident, especially if they're designed for a specific unique thing. But with this one, I could tell right away it was right at home on that bigger still water. And I can't say enough good things about the Denny Rickards Signature Series rod. I'm super excited to keep using it, especially as the weather warms and the ice is going, and really getting after some of those spawning fish. And again, all good things to say about this rod, from price to design to performance. So if you liked what you saw today, make sure you head over to our YouTube page and subscribe. Thanks everybody for watching.